Well, if it isn't Dairo, so you're all finished moving in? I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see. You're with your Pokemon. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me. That's great news. I've been looking forward to it. I like to get my I like to get a Pokemon, please. You're oh right, you're Wally, right? I'm going to go stay with my relative in Verdanturf town. I thought I would be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along, but I never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. I see. Dairo, you heard that, right? Go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Here, I loan you my Pokemon. It would be really neat if your dad actually gave Wally his slacking to catch a Pokemon. That would just be overkill. But you know, needless to say, it would be really cool. But no, he doesn't give you his slacking. Wally his slacking. Instead, he's gonna give Wally a Zigzagoon to catch another Pokemon, and just like that, he meets a Ralts. Male, level 5. Yeah, so it's always, I believe it's always a male level 5 Ralts. So, and I don't think Wally actually ever finds a shiny Ralts, but I could be wrong. But I never seen it before, so maybe, I guess if you use some sort of Game Shark where every Pokemon is a shiny Pokemon, this Ralts here might as well be shiny. But I never used a shiny Pokemon Game Shark code before, so I can't tell really. So yeah, this is pretty much your basic Pokemon, or how to catch a Pokemon tutorial in every, you know, there's one in every Pokemon game. So, and of course he just catches this like that. I believe it's in Pokemon Red and Blue where the tutorial actually fails, where he says something like, well, you have to lower the Pokemon's health, blah blah blah. I think it also happened in Yellow, but I can't remember. And in Gold, Silver and Crystal it was the random guy who caught a Rattata. And of course in Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald it's this one. In Diamond, Pearl and Platinum it's Dawn who teaches you how to catch a Pokemon. Or if you are Dawn, it's the male trainer. I can't remember what the male trainer is called, but yeah. And in Generation 5 it's who teaches you how to catch a Pokemon in? Is it Bianca? I actually don't remember. I forgot to show you that I actually trained my Pokemon off screen. So Ralts is now level 9 and it has Confusion and Growl. And Mudkip is level 11. I don't think any moves changed here from the previous episode. Also, I caught a Zigzagoon. This Zigzagoon is mainly gonna be my HM slave, so that's why I just named it Worker. Because, you know, it's a Pokemon worker, right? So yeah, what I'm gonna do in this episode is battle some trainers, go through Petalburg Woods, and reach Petalburg Town, probably. That's my idea. And then we're gonna have a look at the time. Alright, there you go. So that was one trainer, and there's also a fisherman up here who only has a Magikarp, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, level 9 Magikarp. It's kind of sad, really, when you think about it. So on this route you can actually catch Taillow and Marill if you want a water-type Pokemon, or a flying-type Pokemon, but I don't want either right now. I do have a water-type in Mudkip already, and there's another flying type that I want, so... But I mean, if you want an early flying type, Taillow is a really great choice. It learns Wing Attack in a really early level, so I definitely recommend it. Of course, Taillow and Swallow is not the strongest normal flying type Pokemon in the series. I can think of other flying normal type who are way stronger than Taillow and Swallow, but by all means, if you want an early flying type, you can certainly do that. Right here we have the Shroomish. Shroomish is an interesting Pokemon to say the least, because it's your basic grass type, but when it evolves into Breloom, and then it becomes a grass and fighting type. It was really unique back then. But now we also have the Virizion from Generation 5, the legendary thing. So yeah, new Pokemon in Petalburg routes is Slackwoods and Shroomish. And I think you can also catch no, you can't. Can you catch Nincada? I'm not sure actually. But needless to say, Slackwoods is a okay, decent normal type Pokemon. It's on the slower side really. So I mean, if you have patience and such, you can, and you want an early normal type, by all means go ahead and catch a Slackwoods. But I don't want a Slackwoods, so that's why I'm ignoring it. Not a one to be found. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? I really love that Pokemon. Actually, yeah, I did, but I didn't catch it. I was going to ambush you, but you had to dwell in Petalburg woods forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Dev and researcher, hand over those papers. Aye, you're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You got to help me, please. What do you think you're doing? What? You're going to protect him? No one who crosses Team Aqua gets any mercy, not even a kid. Come on and battle me. So here we have the first battle against the evil gang known as Team Aqua. And it's just a normal Team Aqua grunt, so as always, I'm gonna speed it up. And he has a Poochyena level 9, and of course Psychic attacks doesn't work against Dark types, so I had to switch out to Mudkip. But yeah, in Emerald you're gonna face Team Aqua and Team Magma. And if you're playing, let's say, Sapphire, you're only gonna face Aqua, and Magma is nowhere to be found. And the same thing in Ruby. It's just the other way around with the evil teams. So what they did with Emerald's history was really great. I really like how they combined it, but I mean, I won't spoil anything if you haven't played the game before, but I mean, Emerald is a pretty popular Pokemon game. Well, the third generation is a really popular generation, and a lot of people played it. When I was a kid, I of course played Pokemon Red and Blue. For some reason, I didn't really get around to play Pokemon Gold and Silver, not until later on. So I pretty much jumped from Red and Blue to Ruby and Sapphire. And you know, going from Red and Blue's graphic to Ruby and Sapphire was just amazing back then. I don't even remember when this game came out. I think it was in 2002, 2003, something around there. And Pokemon Red and Blue came out in, I wanna say 1999, but I'm not sure. 1998, 1999, around there. So you can definitely tell there was a lot. Even in Gold and Silver, there was a major changes, but of course it wasn't so much in the graphic. Well, when you look at it in a Red and Blue and Gold and Silver perspective, of course there's a huge difference in the graphics, but Pokemon Yellow had decent graphics, at least for the Pokemons. But I never owned Pokemon Yellow for some reason. My childhood friend actually had Pokemon Yellow, and I remember we used to play it a lot. I had my I think it was Blue actually. I think my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue, to be honest. And he had Yellow, so did I get the Wilma Pale? I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, I did. Okay, it's right there. Fine. So I think if you go over and talk to this lady, you'll get a berry. Yeah, Roseberry. Roseberry heals Pokemon who is burned, I believe. Right? I need to go over to the berries and see. Here's a burning bat. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I have 2 Great Balls and a Hyper Potion already, it's because Zigzagoon has the pickup ability. So it just picks up random stuff, and it can actually also pick up rare candies. So, I mean, I'm not gonna use it. As soon as I get my 6th team member, I'm gonna switch it out with Zigzagoon, but for now I have Zigzagoon because it has this great pickup ability. I can think of another Pokemon who has that ability, and it's Meowth. But other than that, I'm not sure which other Pokemon who has the pickup ability. Of course, the pickup, if you're into competitive battle, the pickup ability doesn't do much for you, if you think about it. But it's an ability I like to play when I play single player. I haven't really played much in the competitive area, and I'm gonna go over to the grass area so I can level up Mudkip without getting the XP from trainer battle, because this is much easier. Okay, so Mudkip is level 12 now, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion on Mudkip and probably also on Ross. Yeah, why not? So we are doing that. So let's go over and jump into the first Double Bell. This was when the Double Bell was introduced in the 3rd generation. And it's a really neat concept in my opinion. So, Water Gun, no, wait, Tackle on Seedot and Confusion on Seedot, just to get rid of it. And the same thing on Lotad. There we go. There's another trainer right there, and this lady gives you a berry, right? Yeah, Chesto Berry. And I can't remember what that one does, so let me just... No, come on. So let me just see. Chesto Berry... Awake. A whole item that awakens Pokemon. Okay, that's pretty neat. I believe you can also just use it as an awakening in... It doesn't really have to hold it, right? Here we have a Cherry Berry, actually 2 of them, and they restore if your Pokemon is paralyzed. No, I don't want to plant anything. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put Rolls up in front and battle this guy, who has Magikarps apparently. Kind of worthless, but okay, whatever. Oh, he had a level 5, 6, and 7. Why? Why catch all those freaking Magikarps? Anyway, up here we have an X-Defend, and I played 2 Pokemon games on my channel right now, Pokemon White and Pokemon Yellow, and if you know, well, there wasn't any X items in Pokemon Yellow, but if you know me and if you've seen my Pokemon White Let's Play, you know that I hate X items, so I'm gonna sell them. Okay, so if you go into this house right here and talk to this guy, you will get HM01. Cut. Yeah, I know. Cut is an HM back in the days. Mind blown, right? It's not a TM, it's an HM. And after that I'm gonna go over to the Pokemon school, which is this one? Yeah, and if you talk to this guy, he will leave you. Apparently. No. He comes back and he will give you the Quick Claw, and the Quick Claw makes, if you attach it to a Pokemon, it will sometimes make a Pokemon go faster in battle. So if you have a slow Pokemon like, let's say, Slackot, I definitely recommend that you attach it to that. If I remember correctly, someone in this town has Cut. Yeah, I know, Scott, thank you very much. I already have it. So, guys, with that I'm actually gonna end off my episode right here. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.